Afro, no afro. Afro, no afro. Afro, no afro. Forget about it. All right, we'll switch halfway through. All right, guys, welcome to Nonsense Sports. It's your boy Francis. This is your MLB Nonsense Report. Coming here today is May 12th. We have some reports from May 11th. Should be some great news. I'm your host, Francis Talks NSS. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel because more and more greater nonsense is coming. I want to make sure you guys be a part of it. I want to thank everybody who supports Nonsense Sports. Appreciate it. Let's get it going. Okay, so this is right here is your baseball nonsense report. Like I said, today is May 12th. Finally, so we have some official good news in terms of baseball. The MLB season should be starting in July. That is the official reports for it. Finally, some good news. The meeting took place on Monday. Mainly, they talked about finances. They talked money. They talked way things that really, I don't know, way above our pay grade or way above my pay grade when it came down to it. When it came down to it, the first meeting on Monday was about money, finances, dinero, business. Because at the end of the day, baseball is a business, and baseball wants to make sure that it's making money. It was something like a 50-50 revenue split between the players and the owners. Honestly, as a baseball fan, I don't really care for it. I just want baseball to come back. Being a business major with some finance experience, the smartest move for baseball was to make this move because it was done early. It was with plenty of time, and now they have the money figured out on the finances. Now they can focus on baseball. But really, in my opinion, what they did was they just put a Band-Aid over it. They were like, we're just going to put this run on it, put this tourniquet on it. We're going to talk about it later. Yeah, money, 50-50. We'll talk about that. We'll bring that, and we'll talk about it later. That's really what they did for it. At the end of the day, I don't think it's the money, the salary cap. It won't stick. The players, they haven't even started talking about players' incentives, bonuses, milestones. They haven't started talking about that. To me, that's a big part of to how players get paid and how owners should be paying players as well. But because there's no baseball, there's no revenue. Getting this out of the way, the owners acknowledge that they need baseball players, favorite players need owners. We don't need to make a paycheck, blah, 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 blah. Money, dinero, that's all going to be dealt with another day. As a fan, I'm just happy that baseball's coming back. I am happy baseball's coming back. I'm going to have a six-pack, watch some baseball, watch the Yankees win some games. And yeah, so let's get back to the newest rumor proposals that have been going around. Okay, so, yep, as long as you can bring baseball back and it's safe for everybody, that is thank you. That's really what I want. Moving on to the newest proposal. In my opinion, till the season starts, we don't really know what's going to happen. Nothing is really for sure. Once again, it's been a report put out by ESPN of the newest proposal, but I would not be surprised if it changes. And actually, also shout out to that Twitter beef that was going on last week. They were going, we all know what happened on Twitter, stays on Twitter, but I thought it was pretty funny. So the official plans for spring training starts in June, and the season begins in early July. That is the theory, the theory of how it's going to. The topic is spring training, remakes in June, the official season is in July. But there's also a lot more that's coming with that proposal that's being talked about. There's the possibility of an 82-game season. But come on, man, really? Like, is that really where we're at right now? What happened to the fun rumors that were happening last week? Speaking of that, I hope those guys are doing great on Twitter. Once again, shout out to you guys. Last week it was 100 games. This week is 82 games. It's next week going to be 97. Like, baseball wants to make money, but at the same time, here they are. Maybe I'm just bitter because I kind of get it why they chose 82. And as baseball fans, we kind of deserve it. We've been complaining for a very long time of the 162-game season. That was way too many. And now, giving fans 82 games, maybe we will all miss 162 games. Maybe. Also, the expansion of the playoff teams from 10 to 14. That should have been done years ago. It makes more sense, and it also helps revenue. Make the games the best of 5. And, playoff games bring more revenue than regular season games. Like, that should have been done years ago. There's no point. Like, that should not be a discussion. But they're taking advantage now since there's a brand new proposal. A universal designated hitter, also in a proposal. I don't even know how to deal with this one. I'm assuming that there was somebody out there that was bitter about the Yankees having too many designated hitters, and their team not having that much depth. So now, I don't know. There's also the geographical schedules in which team plays, just like we talked last week, to one of those rumors, pretty much teams play within the geographical location, blah, 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 blah. Reduce travel, save money, reduce exposure of the Rona, help out the environment a little bit, blah, 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 blah. You know, it's all good, right? A 30-man roster with the taxi squad that will have upward of 50 players available. Why have a taxi squad? Why not just have players drive to the stadium or wherever they need to go? But hey, Uber it up, baseball, bring it back, whatever. The use, and of course, last details of the proposal. And by the way, this is not the whole proposal. The whole proposal is like put out to them. We only get like the snippet of it. The last that thing we're talking about regarding the proposal is the use of home stadiums in the areas that have local and state government approvals, which is obviously like baseball. It's not going to go out and just dominate and like make world decisions, whatever. But baseball is on its way back. I think it's a good thing. I think we're doing it at a pretty good time. You might imagine like July 4th weekend watching baseball. I think that would be pretty dope. Now, the one thing, I don't see major setbacks when it comes to it, aside from the financial problems that will come in the future. But if the local and state government deny the use of stadiums, that might be a bit of complications. I don't see it happening, but because I'm sure sporting events does help out locals and state finances and the economy overall in that place where it's happening. So I don't think this would happen. Another concern that I will have is like, what about the players or how do the players feel about playing baseball and the risk of being exposed to the Rona? Does a player have the option to not play? Like, can they negotiate that? And you may say that players get paid to play and they should look to play because that's how they make their living. But at the same time, what if one of these guys don't feel comfortable going out there? Is there a plan for that? But yeah, lastly, now one thing I didn't notice that was not mentioned was that fans being involved. So baseball is coming back. The possibility of with or without fans is either uncertain or they don't know. Maybe baseball doesn't really want to talk about it right now because they're hoping that it gets back to normal. But if not, what's baseball going to do to make sure that they provide the best fan experience? All right, guys. So this is your boy Francis Talks NSS. This is your MLB proposal. This is your MLB nonsense report on the newest news on MLB and the proposal. Baseball will be here by July. I'm still on the fence about it, so my energy is kind of like up and down. A couple things. It's nice that baseball's coming back, but I'm still on the fence about it. I'm still a little iffy about it, and I didn't have a Red Bull today. So tell me how you guys feel about baseball, dealing with bringing baseball back. How do you like the new proposal? Do you guys like the rumors from last week, or it's getting better now? 82 games, 100 games. Which one you guys rather have? Comment your favorite team. Make sure you guys leave a comment on the video. And if there's a topic or a team that you guys want to talk about, let's talk some nonsense on it. Remember to like or unlike the video and subscribe to more nonsense because more and greater nonsense is coming. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. Stay safe, stay Rona free, and best wishes to everybody. Deuces.